Hey guys, it's Leon over at Driven, Tyler. We're going to have you guys do some workouts at home. Tyler's going to present as a left side stroke, and these are the equipment we need for the workout. We have some books just as a step up or a riser, and some pillows as padding and cushioning for behind the couch, and we're going to use this walker here for hands-on demonstrations. We're going to have Tyler work on just some standing. If it's feasible for you to just stand on your own with nobody guarding you or anything, we'd have you progress into doing some side-to-side weight shifts back and forth. You're going to go 5 inches to the right and about 5 inches to the left would be a good progression to try and aim for. If that's a bit too much for you, you can use your hands in on the walker and just focus on like you're standing and try and get as tall posture as possible. And then once you're able to do that, then you could maybe try and go into 1 inch or 2 inches laterally to each side for the weight shifts. So the next exercise we're going to go into is TKE or terminal knee extension. And try and warm up the legs, try and get the quads to fire up as much as possible. So for left side stroke, this is probably obviously the harder side for them to work on. So you can pull the couch cushion out a little bit just so that it's got some give to push into. Standing in front, using the walker if needed for hands and safety. And he's going to just get his knee back up against it while the knee is bent, and then try pressing back into the cushion. If this is easy, you can maybe use a set of bands, but pushing the couch cushion just against something harder and harder and harder and harder is probably going to be your best bet for trying to get that leg fired up and warmed up for some more exercises. As the next exercise, we're going to work on sit-to-stands from the couch. Just a regular movement would be just getting up and down off with no hands. If you need to kind of ease back into it, you can use your hands in on here, or you can put a cushion underneath the butt. Go ahead, lift on up. Sit-stand. If that was hard, you would slide this under, so that'll be a little bit higher up of an elevation, less hip crease going on than the other. If it's still easy, then you can elevate up the non-affected side, and that would force more weight onto the affected side. Up, hands on still as one of the pieces of progression, and then once that gets easy, slide out the hand cushion. But you do want to have something possibly in front of you to prevent if a fall or a loss of balance happens, to make sure that you don't collapse. Next exercise is if grid on the ground is feasible for you, I would suggest coming somewhere where you can put your feet underneath the couch or up against a wall or table or something. And you're working on some bridges from right here. So you're going to want to activate the core, tilting up, lifting hips as high as you can get them, and come back down, nice, slow, and controlled. If this is very hard for you, you can try putting a cushion, like a pillow, underneath the hips, just so that you don't have to go up and down so high or as strong of a range of motion. And if that's easy for you, then the progression would be a single leg one. You can put your one leg up on the couch so that you can actually kind of use this leg to anchor you or help you up off the non-affected side preferably, but you can of course alternate. This way you can still get both legs in on it, but still getting your hip active. And if this is still easy for you, then you can lift this leg up all together and keep it elevated while still bridging. So for the next section, we're going to show you how we can do some more leg stuff while you're on your back or laying down in the L position as he's doing, seated here. You can put a bag over the foot so they can slide if it's not on a surface that's very movable, if you're on carpet or cardboard box or a blanket, towel, whatever you have, so that you can put it underneath and kind of facilitate the slide so that we can work on getting more knee flexion here. So if you have the ability to pull in and out, it'd be a lot higher of a function and better. But if you need to like wrap a towel around to give yourself some pull, trying to kind of facilitate both ways and resist yourself in both directions if possible, that would be the best case scenario. And picking up right on the next one is going to be abduction or abduction, just slinging the leg out and away. You can do both at the same time, but obviously we're going to want you working more on your affected side if possible. Again, using whatever slippery surface underneath.